Jacket is the protagonist of the Hotline Miami game series. He was released as a character for Payday 2 alongside Hotline Miami 2 on March 10, 2015. If you play the game on PC, the only way to get it is if you own Hotline Miami 2 Deluxe Edition. If you play on consoles, you got it for free. The pack includes Jacket, his signature mask, Jacket's space submachine gun, Carpenter's Delight, masks from Hotline Miami 1 and 2, and while the heist and the rest of the masks don't come with it, they're all crossovers with the game. Jacket is a very mysterious man. In Payday 2 he remains completely mute and chooses to communicate only with the help of a tape recorder. He's extremely violent and he once wiped out the entire Russian mafia in Miami all on his own. Fans of the game may be familiar with these events. He's 50 Blessings' most powerful assassin, and his background in the military and his conflicting attitude towards over-the-top violence has made him an excellent hitman, or messenger, as some like to call it. He wears a very distinctive rooster mask named Richard, and this could be Jacket's real first name, as the 50 Blessings organization names the animal mask in the game after their respective owners, but this is just simple speculation. We'll get into the skills and equipment and I'll talk about the build itself in a minute. So basically this is what the whole loadout looks like. We're gonna be using Jacket, the Richard mask, the Akimbo Jacket's piece, the GSPS 12G shotgun, Carpenter's Delight, throwing knife, Rogue, we're gonna get into the skills in a minute, the 2-piece suit and the first aid kit. For the primary we're gonna be using the Akimbo Jacket's piece modded like this. Stubby compensator, no particular boost, if you have one use it, the auto fire modification, compact laser module, and you can also apply the 80s culling body paint job, but I'm not gonna use it because it reduces concealment and we're going for a dodge build. For the secondary we're gonna be using the GSPS 12G shotgun that comes with the Goat Simulator DLC. And we're gonna be using it with the 000 buckshot ammo, the riot barrel, no particular barrel extended since it reduces concealment, no boost, the compact laser module, and the stakeout stock. For the melee weapon we're gonna be using Jacket signature Carpenter's Delight melee weapon. For the trouble we're gonna be using the throwing knife since these appear in both games in rare occasions. We're gonna be using the first aid kit, the 2-piece suit, and the Rogue perk deck. For the skills we're gonna be using Uppers, Quick Fix, Combat Medic, and Stable Shot. In Enforcer we're gonna be using Shotgun CQB and Underdog. In Technician we're gonna be using Body Expertise, Lock and Load, Starfire, and Steady Grip. In Ghost we're gonna be using Sneaky Bastard, Dire Need, Shockproof, Inner Pockets, Parkour, and Duck and Cover, as well as Second Wind, Optical Illusions, and Low Blow. In Fugitive we're gonna be using Berserker, Bloodthirst, and Martial Arts. And that's it for the loadout. Sorry for that awkward cut. So for this particular build I went with Dodge instead of using the perk deck Sociopath that belongs originally to this character. Why? Because of two reasons. One being that Sociopath is honestly not a good perk deck. Well, if you like it, keep using it, there's nothing wrong with that, you can just enjoy that. But in my personal opinion, it is not a particularly good or practical perk deck. Sure, you can make it work and it is fun for using melee weapons, but it doesn't provide any solid bonuses. The health regen is impractical in my opinion, and it doesn't provide any armor bonuses or health bonuses. And while slaughtering enemies with melee weapons it is fun, it is, once again, not practical in higher difficulties. The panic thing works. The panic thing is that when you kill an enemy, the surrounding enemies might panic and might get scared and just like stay there, you know? And it is fine, it's good, it works, but I find it a little bit situational. There are times where there are just too many enemies for it to work. Same with the health regen kills. They have to be done with melee weapons, and stepping out of cover can be suicide in higher difficulties, as this perk deck does not provide any solid dodge values. Reason number 2 being that in the Hotline Miami games, the only way to survive is by being lethal, fast, and dodging bullets. It is pretty much a one-hit kill in the game, so that fits perfectly with a dodge build, except here in Payday 2 you're able to take more than one hit. And so how do we play this build? Well, like any dodge build, basically. Stay in cover, be careful, save those small medkits for you or for some of your teammates that may need them. If I'm completely honest, this build does not provide much to the team. Its main focus is to stay true to the character, but you can also work with a team perfectly. The Akimbo Jackets piece has an insane rate of fire, and that'll help you out with dozers and crowded spaces, but be careful because it burns through ammo like crazy. But fortunately it has a great ammo pickup, so you shouldn't have much trouble, especially if someone else has ammo bags. And why did I choose the shotgun, you might be wondering? Well, it happens to be the Itaka 37, the most common shotgun in Hotline Miami. Also, it was very popular back in the 80s. Not only that, but it fits Jacket, since it belongs to Hotline Miami. But it is also one of my favorite secondary weapons, and I just think it's great. It has the highest damage of all shotguns on pair with the Mosconi, the Jocelyn, the Judge, and the Breaker shotguns, and it is a secondary weapon that allows us to have a great primary weapon with it. And if you don't like some of the stuff that I'm using, you can change it. You can take the Jackets piece as a standalone secondary weapon and apply the 80s calling paint job, and maybe take a rifle that appears in Hotline Miami like the M416, that being the Amcar or the K4, the Kalash, that being any of the AKs, and the FN Fall, also known as the Falcon rifle in Payday 2, and that's one of my favorite rifles. That way you only spend points on the automatic weapon skills, and you can also use those remaining points that I invested in the shotgun skills in maybe more melee skills or to get inspired. So anyways guys, that's basically how it works. I hope this is helpful. I hope you enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, just please leave a like. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to comment. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's good. Tell me how can I improve my videos, and if you have any kind of request or if you have any kind of video you want to see, just let me know in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.